Welcome back. Today I'll be the judge and I'm looking forward to this performance.
Alrighty, y'all. Today's performance is from Phantom Regiment 2025 with a show title that either they don't have or I can't find or it doesn't exist or this is all an illusion. I don't know, but welcome. Let's get into it. Anything else I want to say? I heard this was a fan favorite, maybe just from a couple people. I don't know if it was officially fan favorite, but we're going to see. I did try to, when I was looking up the title, I seen that it was kind of about your own personal interpretation, which I do like, but I don't want to be so abstract that it's just like an excuse to be whatever. Let's get started. Got some more blue. And by some more blue, I mean I ain't gonna talk about them. I'm gonna stop bringing other people up into videos. All right, turn this back up because I'm pretty sure I turned it down from before. All right, and I will look up for real and actually read through what this means, but I think overall it just was a lot of emotion and feeling and interpretation, whatever you want it to be. Okay, kind of we have like this veil behind the veil, things you maybe can't see, slightly can see, diving into this more like angelic type of energy, perhaps this very dramatic separation. I'm gonna try to really focus, even though, yeah, right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Phantom Regiment.
I don't know why, and I think I'm gonna hold on to this before I say it. Just my initial thought about what they're representing. Maybe I'll go back in the beginning. I'll go back to the beginning at the end. All right. The guards out here doing a simple dance, a little duet, these side hug type of things. Is this loud enough? Why can't I hear? Like the very sheer, pure, innocent. My question right now is, what are these prop things? What are they representing? Notice how the end pieces back there stay circles while everything else has been broken. it's gonna be weird. Hey. Oh, God, lost the beat, but anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try to start saying it so I don't lose it. And I'm just throwing these ideas out there about these two ends being like maybe the beginning and the end of life. Drumline, let's get it! At first it was all connected. And I want to kind of say like your life is already planned out until you actually start living it, when you have your free will to kind of like break things apart and like, oh, psych, this is no longer connecting. Now there's holes in the plan, and now we gotta go back and fill things in, or maybe even things are revealed, exposed as you experience them. That's one thought. And that can go with this kind of linear path through something. We still have to explain this cylindrical thing going up. Kind of reminded me of like when they kind of say when you don't pay now. Just about how we get to Earth. Maybe like if you think about portal type of things, or I know you didn't expect me to say anything like that. The very beginning, I wanted to say something about you kind of not splitting into two, but kind of like your soul versus your spirit, and how, or even like multiple reality type of things where you're living a life and then there's a whole different life happening, maybe potentially, or like the way your human self sees it versus the way your more godlike self sees it, if you want to use those words, whatever words you want to use. Me, you know we're not just human, right? You do know that. I know you know that. Now we're going to explain these things. Kind of reminding me like, oh, we are trapped in these bodies. I don't want to say trapped, but you're not as free. You can't just, float around. Unless you know how to lucid dream or something, which just might be what this is right now. Oh, I'm going all the way left. But I like exploring this. They said we could. They gave us permission, so I encourage you to get in the comments and be like, this is what I thought. Kind of reminding me now of this. I think this is very beautiful. Does this deserve 6th place? I mean, gosh. I think they're playing it a little too safe, maybe. Compared to what I've seen, so much experimentation from all the other groups. Okay. Interesting. I like that the way they're using the props. Where things are super disjointed Or they can be like, oh, well, these two pieces fit together. These two parts of my reality, these two parts of my personality, these go together. I can connect some of these dots to get me from point A to point B. Okay. Dang, I want a voiceover so bad. And a little narration. Just a little hint. Wouldn't we all love a little hint? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wouldn't we all love a little hint? Just, hey guy, can you give me a little hint? Whoever. For darn sure we don't know what y'all supposed to be doing. I do like the circles in the middle now. Right back to where we started. And we're gonna do it all over again, I bet you. You're free from your chains of living. I ain't trying to say it like that, but you know, just free from, I don't know, y'all. I mean, you hear the chains and sound effect. Interesting. I think it was beautiful. And that definitely leaves a lot to be answered.
From Rockford, Illinois, and a regiment.
Quite literally the point. All right, let me go back and then I'm gonna let's get some. I don't know what y'all are supposed to be doing. Like, it could be like finding yourself, you know. All right, let me go to Phantom Regiment just to see if there's any. Actually, I already have that up, right? Where is it at?
Ladies and gentlemen,
all right.
Phantom Regiment.
Our 2025 production is deeply personal to each of us. While each member carries their own connection to it, we invite you to experience it in your own way to make it yours. There is no title, no flashy trailer, no big reveal, no easy answer. What we've created is something that needs to be experienced, something felt before it's understood. Fair. This kind of takes me back, like, you know, and it's ironic to feel like this is bold these days to like connect. I feel like a lot of shows I'm like, well, I don't feel the connection because they kind of skim over that. Well, this is enough connection for everybody, enough emotion for everybody. We've created, we won't tell you how to feel, but we will show you something honest, something vulnerable, something real. Whatever it is, it's no longer just ours. It's yours now. Experience something real, then decide what it means. I think I don't want to say I think that's an excuse. I feel like somebody wanted to have a moment or a year to play a lot of beautiful music, and this is the route to leave things open for interpretation, so even they don't have to say, oh yeah. Because at the very least, you can give us some options, some clues, some details verbally. I think this is a little too much nuance, too much left open for interpretation. Especially when it seems like there's not that many, follow me here, there's not that many props or stuff. They have this backdrop and they keep utilizing these back props, like this kind of veil or whatever. I don't know what you want to call it. But then you have these two round things that they keep going into. And so clearly you do have a message and a meaning that represents something. And I would like to know what it is. I don't think that's as up to interpretation as they're saying it is. Because there's a reason they picked a spiral looking cylindrical thing that they go into. I'm not trying to yell. But I just think they themselves cannot connect the dots. So they kind of, oh yes, open for interpretation, which is cool, whatever. I love when things are open, and I know I turned this down, right? But I'm thinking I'm gonna wrap it up. But I guess I can give this a couple more minutes. I'm gonna see if there's anything else online about what people think. Love? Y'all think that was anything about love? I don't know about that. All right, let me go to like a Reddit 2025 Reddit. Ooh, okay, first, okay, see, exactly. Let me go ahead and read this to you because I'm not crazy, even though this is literally the first comment. This is super random. I'm just going to read through some random stuff. Breath of Souls is going to be a heck of a piece. So I guess one of the songs is called Breath of Souls. Ooh. Digging the uniforms. Oh, well, maybe I didn't see what I thought I saw. Y'all talking about uniforms. Game of Thrones? So maybe I need to know what this music is? That's on me, whatever. Sorry, I'm still reading. This person kind of said what I said. Whatever their thoughts are behind it, I for one am glad to see PR bringing something innovative, which is kind of crazy because this kind of feels like old school classic to me, especially in a time where it feels like cores are trying to out-art each other with themes that are so overly artsy-fartsy. They can literally twist anything to make a theme. So I think that's interesting. This is welcome back 1980s. All right, I'm really just trying to find one genuine thought about what they think it is instead of just these random things. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up because it's 20 minutes. One more Reddit. Y'all said this is a fan favorite, man. Y'all are some suckers for some love and some emotion, which is fine. This is not my favorite, that's for sure. I mean, their show last year. Was that last year? With Mind? Or was it 2 years ago? Alright, last thing I'm gonna read. The music is beautiful. The theme is that of what the show makes you feel. It's different for everybody. Alright, well, I'm not seeing much of nothing. I think then my thoughts, you can't really argue with them. I do want to hear more, but I'm gonna leave it right there. A very beautiful show. I mean, at the very least, people in the audience will have a nice breather to just reflect and sit. Alright, cool beans. Phantom Regiment. Now I'm just thinking about Mind from last whatever year. I know they're smart people, so I'm gonna go with my interpretation. Now, what did I say exactly? I said a lot of different things. It don't really matter anymore because it's September. It's probably October when I release this low key, but anyway, we're gonna talk about that. Thank you so much for watching. The DCF playlist will be around me somewhere. I will see you in the next video. I feel like there's something else I wanted to say, but okay, let me get my rankings together. Bye.